Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between our visitors and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action. Now Jackson dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a third-and-goal situation.
Gun. Bridgestone, travel.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it running right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
He's checking.
Here's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here I come.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Hatchet.
Cousins. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run it with Bell. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Your trip is here.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Cousins. Rolling to his right. Goes underneath for Bell. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. first down carry for Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now. Barkley, a little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Cousins. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, we're good. Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Cousins again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins airing it out deep for Smith. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Man open left side is Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's complete to Brown, right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. .51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back now in Houston. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were. And
he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the Texans' 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Chargers' 34-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Jackson now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins to throw. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10. I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 55, Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now. I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend? They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing